Stature is the height of the person in upright posture, and it refers to the distance from the vertex, the highest point on the head in the Frankfurt horizontal plane, to the sole of foot in an upright position. Stature is an important measure of physical identity. The relationships of stature to length of bones differ among populations, and different regression equations are required for individuals belonging to different populations. So, there are interracial and intergeographical differences in measurements and their correlation with stature, which may be true for the other. Variation in stature. Diurnal. Stature varies at different times of the day by 1.5 to 2 cm. It is less in the afternoon and evening. During the recumbency of sleep, the loading on the intervertebral disc is reduced, and their relatively unopposed swelling pressure results in them absorbing fluid and increasing in volume. The absorbed fluid is expelled during the day when the loading of the spine is increased. There is thus a diurnal variation in the fluid content and height of the disc, which causes a variation in the mechanical property of the spine. Nutrition and age. Both malnutrition and advancing years reduce stature. After the age of 30, the natural processes of senile degeneration cause gradual decrease in stature by about 0.6 mm per year on an average. Posture. The stature is greater by 1 to 3 cm on lying. On an average, the body lengthens after death by 2 cm due to complete loss of muscle tone, relaxation of large joints and vertebral discs, and loss of tensioning effect of paraspinal muscle on intervertebral discs, causing flattening of vertebral curvature. As decomposition sets in, joints become lax and loss of tension in intervertebral discs and tend to shorten the spinal column and total height by 1 cm. Determination of stature from dismembered body. The length from the tip of the middle finger to the tip of the opposite middle finger, when arms are fully extended, closely equals the height. Twice the length of one arm with 30 cm added for 2 clavicles and 4 cm for the sternum is equal to the height. The length of forearm measured from tip to olecranon process to tip of the middle finger is equal to 5/19 of the stature. The length from the vertex to the symphysis pubis is roughly half of stature. After 14 years of age, the symphysis pubis lies about halfway up the body. Before 14 years, the trunk is longer than the lower limb. The height of the head measured by the vertical distance from the top of the head to the tip of the chin is about 1/7, and the length of the skull is about 1/8 of the total height. The length from the sternal notch to symphysis pubis multiplied by 3.3 gives the stature. The length of vertebral column is 35/100 of the height. To the length of entire skeleton, add 2.5 cm to 4 cm for the thickness of the soft parts. Maximum foot length divided by 0.15 gives stature.